Hey guys. Yeah, I know it's supposed to go live like 9:30, but I literally got caught up and couldn't go live until now. I just pulled over. So hey guys, your girl here, Coach Tanisha, back at home. Woohoo. Um, it's cool. But I'm here. And I'm about to go to work. I work in the schools, I do stuff in the schools, with the kids. So it's Freedom Friday. And what does freedom mean to you? I like to go live Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, help you guys start thinking about your money, help you guys to grow your money, and just, understand money. I went to a conference on Wednesday. It was amazing. All women. It was at least 200 women there. And one of my friends, well, she's like a friend slash client. And so shout out to LaShawn. She got on there and was saying like she don't consider herself an entrepreneur because she don't know what her thing is. Meanwhile, she made millions of dollars in real estate. And I'm like, well, your thing is wealth, right? So for you guys that are kind of like struggling with um what you think your thing is, think about what you already do, right? Think about what you already do. What is it that you already do? Okay. So for me, financial literacy is my thing. Like, hands down, that's what I focus on. That's what I do. I have books, I have curriculums, I talk about money, I talk about financial literacy all the time. I have events around financial literacy. When I go to schools, I let them know financial literacy is everything. When I have um I know all of these different um things that I do, right, is focused around financial literacy. I feel like financial literacy, guys, our only hope. We can't keep looking rich and dying broke. We got to get focused. We got to want to move forward. So think about some things that you are passionate about. Think of some things that you already do, right? And add that, right? So my friend, she don't consider herself an entrepreneur, but she does a lot of things to generate money. And in order to generate money, right, you got to know how, right? So her thing is, I told her, I said, your thing is wealth, right? Wealth. And then now you got real estate, you got a dispensary, you're doing training, you're doing coaching, you're doing events. All is centered around wealth building. Okay. So for you guys that don't know what you want to do, it's like now is the time to figure out what you want to do. Okay. Department of Education, they shutting that down. They shutting down degrees where they're saying degrees are no longer professional degrees. They getting rid of, you got to reapply for your food stamps now. You no longer just get food stamps, anymore. You got to reapply and you might not qualify, for it. So it's so many things, right? That's literally coming down the pipeline, friends. And if we're not prepared, meaning if you don't have financial education, if you don't have any money, you don't have any assets, unfortunately, the poor gets poorer while the rich gets richer. Okay. The poor gets poorer and the rich gets richer. Okay. So if you don't have financial literacy, you got to get financial literacy. Okay. You got to get financially lit. Okay. You got to have assets, friends. You got to have assets, man. And you got to have the knowledge, right? You got to have the knowledge. You got to have the money. You got to have the knowledge. You got to have assets, right? You got to know what you're doing, right? AI If you don't know how to operate AI, a lot of the jobs are going to be done, right? They're saying that, millions of jobs will be lost due to AI. But if you start learning AI now and you start implementing that into your life and into your business, now you can be of value to your company. Whatever business you're working for, whatever company you're working for, right? Now you can be of value, to your company now. So there's so many things, guys, that you really need to start doing. Educate yourself on financial literacy, understand credit, understand business funding, understand loans, understand interest rates, understand inflation, understand credit scores, understand making money, understand investing money. Like, it's so much to know, and you can just take piece by piece. I want to learn about credit. All right, well, I'm going to take 6 months to study credit. Okay, now I want to learn about business funding. Now I'm going to take 6 months to learn about business funding. Okay, now I want to learn about investing. Now I'm going to take 6 months to learn, about investing. Like, all of these things, friends, right, must be a priority, right? Building wealth must be a priority. And unfortunately, friends, too many people are drowning in debt. Too many people are drowning from low self-esteem, no confidence. Too much people are drowning because they want to be like the next person, right? So we got to create our own, right? We got to create our own, and we got to start now, right? We can no longer, say the government's going to take care of me. People got their SNAP benefits taken away, and now they got to reapply for them. Right? I know in New York, they're giving everybody like a stimulus check of $300, $200. But that's nothing. Trump talking about giving out a $2,000 check. That's nothing. Right? That's not even my mortgage payment. Like, forget it. Right? So we got to put ourselves in better positions. You put yourself in a better position. Right? If you're hanging on to the mercy of your job, you're not in a good position. If you got to be borrowing money every 2 weeks, you're not in a good position. If you don't even have any stocks or any assets or any type of crypto, any type of gold, silver, if you don't even have any type of retirement plan, you're not in a good position. So we want to start positioning ourselves, friends, to win. We want to start positioning ourselves to win, and we got to start now. We got to start now, guys, and the time is now, okay? So I'm not going to be before you long. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I go live. Make sure you guys tune in. Join my app, which is the School of Money and Wealth, and I'll see you guys on the next live.